Eternal Words by Swami Adbhutananda. Swami Adbhutananda Ji Maharaj or Latu Maharaj speaks on renunciation and detachment. Latu Maharaj says, "Surely that religion is superior in which many tyagis, renunciates are born. If one wants to attain God, one must have true tyaga, that is renunciation. God loves the renunciate dearly. Without a spirit of renunciation, one cannot attain God. In speaking of renunciation, one must understand that it means to renounce wealth, pride, and all the rest. At times, one must even forget the body, which is such an object of endearment. Renunciation can never be possible when there remains even the least desire for enjoyment. Can a mind full of cravings even grasp the word renunciation? God is far off from one who craves admiration. A man cannot properly call upon God if he lacks the basic necessities. But there is no limit to a person's needs. Will a person in a state of deprivation call upon God? Only one whose sense of deprivation is removed can truly call upon God. The sense of deprivation is such that as much as you think you are deprived, so much you will find your needs increasing. For that reason, those who want to see God should follow the path of renunciation. Is it merely a matter of talk to become a tyagi sannyasin? It requires the spiritual practice of many thousands of births to become a real sannyasin. For so many lives they ruled kingdoms, enjoyed kingly pleasures, and only after developing aversion to all such things they became monks. People go mad for the enjoyment of happiness, name, fame, money, and the rest. Really, they engage in so many schemes to attain these things. Buddha was the son of a king, but renounced even the kingdom to attain knowledge. Moreover, while performing austerities, when miraculous powers started coming to him, he said, "I obtained the kingdom without performing austerities. Shall I now, by performing austerities, enjoy all that again?" Saying this, he drove away all miraculous powers and the like. If one can become a tyagi like Buddha, one will see God. One has to give up everything to attain God. How many people attain liberation? Ram Prasad said, out of 100,000 kites, 1 or 2 are cut free. Seeing this, mother, you clap your hands laughing. The meaning is that God alone sets us free. He himself shows affection to the freed soul and exalts him. God says, "If you give up your craving for sense objects, you will attain me. If you want worldly objects, you will not attain me. You will not get the two together." It is not possible to renounce anything under duress. If one does not renounce, there is no chance of understanding God. The minds of those who have renounced everything for God rest in deep joy. Indeed, God becomes very pleased with them. Worldly minded people hate them, but God loves them dearly and thinks, "They have given up everything for my sake." You conceitedly think, "I am a tyagi." What kind of renunciate are you? What did you have that you have given up? Buddha was a renunciate. Buddha was the son of a king. He was a prince. He lacked nothing. Yet he renounced everything to know the truth. Buddha is verily the ideal of renunciation. He alone can be called a true renunciate. He realized that the power of dharma is the greatest of all powers. People stay busy restlessly trying to secure the excitement of ruling a kingdom. They think people will obey my commands. Contemplating on this, Buddha gave up the ruling of his kingdom. He suffered for the sake of humanity. God's compassion for jivas is boundless. For a monk, renunciation is verily his charm. For a worldly man, money is his chief glory. How much difference there is between a monk and a householder. Householders are living with honor and prestige. A monk casts off honor and prestige. That is why I say that householders should not stay with a monk all of the time, lest the mental attitudes of both become disturbed. If one takes refuge with a renunciate, he will surely become a monk life after life. The moment you speak of doing some work, young people are overcome by lethargy. Everyone in this world surely wants happiness. No one wants to suffer. Upon seeing their son becoming a monk, it is a joyous occasion if parents become happy in the understanding that by such means their son is attaining true manhood. It is only when parents do not understand this that they make such a fuss. How fortunate are the parents whose child becomes a monk. By becoming a monk, one will remain happy. It is a great shame if a renunciate's parents place an obstacle in his righteous path. Swami Brahmananda Maharaj is the charm of our monastery. Whoever receives the shelter of a monk is exceedingly fortunate. What happens when a person receives shelter from a sadhu? Discrimination and dispassion blossom in his mind. His mind becomes pure. How can he, whose own suffering has not yet been removed, remove the suffering of others? If anything is difficult to follow, it is the path of spirituality. True spirituality does not come without God's grace.